Uh, Today we interview Joanna Lohman of Philadelphia Independence playing the WPS league. Uh, Joanna's had a fantastic season, 2009-2010, and just have a brief interview.
Right.
Joanna's with LPS today, Ladies Professional Sports, and we welcome you very much into our London arena.
Thank you for interviewing me.
So yeah, how have you found the visit to London today thus far?
I've really enjoyed my time here in London, and I want to excuse my squinting. We're doing the interview on the one sunny day that England has all year, so that's why I'm squinting. But I've really enjoyed being here in London. The weather has actually been fairly nice and mild, and I really enjoy the architecture of London and all the bricks in the buildings, and it has a lot of history and character. And I think there's a lot going on in the city, and the people are nice, and I've really enjoyed it.
Okay, great. What have you enjoyed the most since being
Let's
apart
see.
from that? You said the buildings and the
I get
architecture.
the names wrong of every single place I've been, but I think the Millennium Wheel is pretty cool. I have yet to be on it, but it looks pretty neat. We actually did a bus tour, so I got to see all of London. I like Hyde Park a lot. Buckingham Palace is a little bit too small for me. I think I prefer something bigger. And we actually went on a boat tour too, so I got to go down the Thames River. Is that how you say it?
Yeah. It's cool.
Went down the Thames River and went to the theater and saw Dirty Dancing, which was an awesome show. I recommend it for anyone who comes to London. And I think just everything we've done has been pretty exciting, and it's my first time in the city, so I've learned a lot about it, and I think the people here are the best part, like Jacob.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Well, I suppose it's the weather will probably the least that you've enjoyed.
The weather?
Yeah, it's
Actually,
great today. But
yeah, people.
usually.
I mean, I like the cold weather. I don't mind it. I'm used to. I went to school in Pennsylvania, in the middle of the state, and it's what they don't tell you is that the second most overcast city to Seattle in the States, supposedly. They don't tell you that in your recruiting trip, but they'll tell you that once you get there. And so to me, this really, the weather is quite nice. I like, after we had such a hot summer, and with all the humidity and the heat and playing, it's nice to get a change. It's refreshing in a sense.
Great. I must say congratulations on being protected by Paul Riley and the Philly franchise. I'm sure it's a pleasure to have your name being drawn on the protected list. There's a lot of players within WPS that are still looking for a club to be affiliated to the next season. How would you describe your first season at Philly?
I think it was almost a dream season for me. Obviously, coming from Washington, where I didn't have my ideal season, I was really looking for something different and a change and just a fresh start. And I think Philadelphia provided all of those things. The coaching staff and my teammates were incredible. I think we have the best chemistry in the league as a team. I don't think we have necessarily all-stars, but we have a lot of individual players that work extremely hard for each other and enjoy being on the field with one another. So for me, it was a great season. Obviously, I was disappointed to get injured in the last part of the season and have to miss the playoffs and the championship, but to be an expansion team and to make it to the finals, I think that's quite the accomplishment for a first-year team, and I hope to next year win it.
How was your relation with Paul Riley?
Well, Paul knows I love him in a completely platonic way, but yeah, I adore Paul in every sense. As a person, as a coach, I think he's the best coach I've ever had in a sense. He pushes you to be a better player, and I think at this level, you need someone that's going to point out the intricacies of the game, the small things that can change your game in big ways, and I think Paul is able to do that for each and every player. It's not just the best player or the starting 11. He focuses on every single player on the team, and he puts care and time and analysis into everything that he says and does with the team. So I think he's very thorough, very, very intelligent, and really cares about every single person on this team on and off the field. So Paul, I love you.
So was he more hands-on in his coaching style? Or is it more the backing staff that does a lot of coaching for
I think he's he's both. He's hands-on in a good way. He doesn't overcoach. He doesn't try to get into your personal lives and things off the field. He's very focused on what's going on with the team, but at the same time he has his finger on the pulse of the team. He knows how to get the best out of each player. So, and I think that's very unique as a coach to be able to identify with the players, both the motivation-wise and also playing-wise. And he really he ran the show, and you trusted everything that he did because he put so much time and effort into watching video, into analyzing the opponent that we were playing that particular week, that you could never not trust him. And I think that's very important as a coach and as a team to have a system that works and that's well trusted.
On the position, you're down as the defender as well as a midfielder. What would you say was what kind of role do you like playing? Like attacking midfielder or defensive?
I like attacking more. I like to try to score goals. Although all my goals were within 6 yards and closer, I need to work on my shooting a bit. But I really like to attack, and I like to make deep runs into the box, and usually get my name on the score sheet if I can, and also provide assists, which I think I can improve upon next year also. But I don't mind defending. I just don't think I'm the best defender. I think I prefer to be attacking and score the goals and be like Iniesta.
You mentioned scoring goals. I mean, you were joint second with Leanne Sanderson in goal scoring. Scored 5 goals during the regular season,
right.
Which is quite an achievement for a midfielder. Next season, what would you consider to be a progress in your development, your career? What would you be aiming at? You said scoring more goals,
right.
getting shooting, but what else would you consider to be a sector of your game that you need to work on or you wish to work on? Yeah.
I think range of passing. I think I have the vision. It's just the ability to find a pass that's 20 yards or greater. I think that's probably one of my weaknesses, and I can improve upon that. I think I'm a consistent